A 49 kilogram skater moving initially at 2.2 meters per second on rough horizontal ice comes to rest uniformly in 3.4 seconds due to friction from the ice. What force does friction exert on the skater? May given tayong mass na 49 kilograms, may initial velocity na 2.2 meters per second, tapos comes to rest, ibig sabihin yung final velocity natin ay 0. Tapos yung time na yon 3.4 seconds. Una niyan, hanapin natin yung acceleration nito using kinematics equation. Meron tayong final velocity is equal to initial velocity along x plus acceleration times time. So 0 to 2.2 plus acceleration, time natin ay 3.4. Lipat sa kabila yung 2.2, negative 2.2 na siya. Then divided by 3.4. Ito yung acceleration. Acceleration is equal to negative 0.647 meters per second squared. Ibig sabihin, siya ay deceleration. Tama, kasi comes to rest na siya. So, pabagal ng pabagal hanggang sa mag-stop. So, ang friction force natin, dito na papasok yung law of motion natin, second law. Mass times acceleration along x is equal to, ang mass natin ay 49 times negative 0.647. Sagot ay negative 31.7 newtons. Sagot natin talaga ay 31.7 newtons directed opposite to the skater's motion. So, opposite siya sa motion ng skater kasi friction force hinahanap natin. A 0.275 kilogram particle moves in an xy plane according to x of t and y of t, with x and y in meters and t in seconds. At 0.5 seconds, what are the magnitude and the angle relative to the positive direction of the x-axis of the net force on the particle, and what is the angle of the particle's direction of travel? Dito sa problem na to, nangangailangan tayo ng slight na calculus. Kasi may given tayo na equation ng distance. Hanapin natin yung mga velocity and acceleration nito. Ang velocity along x with respect to time, siya ay first derivative ng distance or displacement. Dx over dt with respect to time. First derivative natin tong first equation, ito ay 8t. Then minus 5 is square root of 3 t to the fourth. Ganon din dito sa y, 29 then plus 20 t cube. Then acceleration naman, ang acceleration ay derivative siya ng velocity or second derivative siya ng distance. So, derivative siya ng velocity with respect to time or second derivative siya ng distance with respect to time. Derivative pa natin to, 8 minus 20 square root of 3 t cube. So, ito yung acceleration along x. So, ang acceleration along y, derivative nito, so 60 t squared. So, at time is 0.5 seconds, substitute natin dito, ax is equal to 8 minus 20 square root of 3 times 0.5 cube. So, ang sagot dito ay 3.67 meters per second squared. Dito naman, at time is 0.5 seconds, acceleration along y, 60 times 0.5 squared. Sagot dito ay 15 meters per second squared. So dito, pwede natin kunin na yung acceleration na resultant, square root of ax squared plus ay squared is equal to square root of 3.67 squared plus 15 squared. Ang resultant acceleration natin, ito ay 15.44 meters per second squared. So ang force natin, mass times acceleration, mass natin ay 0.275 and times 15.44. Sagot dito ay 4.25 newtons. Ito yung sagot natin sa letter A, magnitude of the net force. Other solution nito, Fx is equal to m times AX is equal to 0.275 times 3.67. Ang force natin along X or Fx ay 1.01 newtons. Forces along Y, MAY. Ito ay 0.275 times 15. Ang Fy natin ay 4.125 newtons. Ito yung Fy. I-graph natin siya, itong mga forces na to. Dito siya makikita. Ito ay 1.01 coordinate niya. Ang Fx, force along X, tapos ang force along Y ay 4.125. Ito yun. So sa letter B, ang hinahanap dyan ay angle. Ito ang angle na yan. With respect to positive X axis. May Fy tayo, tapos may Fx. So tangent theta is equal to Fy over Fx. So theta is arc tangent Fy over Fx. Ang Fy natin ay 4.125 over 1.01. Ang theta natin ay 76.24 degrees counterclockwise from positive X. So yun yung sagot natin. Counterclockwise, pag ganun siya. Letter C. What is the angle of the particle's direction of travel? Ito, kailangan natin yung velocity. Yung kanina, angle, net force. So, kinuha natin yung force. Dito, angle of particle's direction. So, nangangailangan to ng velocity kasi travel. So, hanapin natin yun at time is 0.5 seconds. Balik tayo dun sa equation or first derivative ng equation natin, yung velocity. Copy natin to. So, velocity x natin ay 8t minus 5 square root of 3t to the fourth. Vx is equal to 8 times 0.5 minus 5 square root of 3, 0.5 to the fourth. Kaya ang sagot natin ay 3.46 meters per second. Ito yung sa Vx. Sa Vy naman, copy natin 29 plus 20 t cube. Ito yung first derivative ng equation natin na given. Sagot nito ay 31.5 meters per second. Ang angle natin ay arctangent Vy over Vx. Arctangent 31.5 over 3.46. Ang sagot ay 83.73 degrees. Positive siya, so counterclockwise from positive X. So positive naman sila lahat. Kaya yung angle natin nasa quadrant 1.